What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Video number 2. So, next topic is going to be about being less reactive. I know sometimes it's easy to get caught up in situations, people doing you dirty, people talking to you any kind of way, you feeling disrespected, you feeling unheard. In any of these situations, you have the potential to react. You have the potential to blow up, to blow things out of proportion, and etc. But when you do that, it does nothing to make the situation better. It doesn't do anything. 9 times out of 10, it's going to make it worse. You're going to feel worse, and you're at a worse point than where you started before being extremely reactive. And when I'm talking about reactive, I mean, nobody should be physically reactive. I'm talking about emotionally reactive or verbally reactive, whatever the case is. Like, somebody says something and your first thing is to snap back or, get overly defensive or yelling or whatever the case is. If you're being a solid man and you're emotionally intelligent and emotionally mature, you're not going to be blowing up. I'm not going to say never, but majority of the time, 99% of the time, you should not be blowing up. That doesn't mean you don't have feelings about the situation. That doesn't mean you don't voice it, but you shouldn't be reactive to it. You should be taking a proactive approach. You should be responding to the situation. You shouldn't be reacting to it. So somebody tells you some bad news, something you don't like, it shouldn't be like, hey man, what, blah, 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 blah. It should be like, okay, I hear you. Yeah, I don't like that, but I got it. It's noted. And then, you go from there. You shouldn't be a ticking time bomb or, a volcano getting ready to erupt. For yourself and for others. Because, again, for you, you just constantly boiling and heating up and ready to explode. You just will never feel good. You'll never be at peace, and there'll always be some issues with you in whatever situations. And for others, nobody wants to be engaging with somebody that's always blowing things out of proportion, that's always overly reactive, that's gonna have a meltdown. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to open up to you. Nobody wants to, even deal with you. So it's just keeping that in mind. And again, this takes conscious work. You gotta be able to realize, oh yeah, I do be getting reactive sometimes. You gotta figure out what triggers you and why. You gotta be able to, again, be aware of yourself. Because if you aren't aware, constantly scanning your mental, your physical, emotional, and what's going on, you're not even gonna catch it. You have to be able to see it to catch it, and then like, oh, okay, this is starting to make me not feel too good. All right, how do I want to handle this situation? How do I want to respond to the situation? Okay, maybe I can't respond right now, but I will communicate that, let this person know, and then we can meet back at a later time and talk about that. That's the best way to handle these situations. You want to be responsive, you want to be responding and not reactive, not exploding. All right, y'all. Keep that in mind. Work on realizing that and being aware of that, and try it next time you get that heating up inside your stomach or your chest and it's just bubbling and you feel like you're gonna react. Deuces.